Hi everyone, good morning. First of all, we have already shared the week 1 of Nucleus exercise program. But for those who are joining us for the first time, Doc, what is Nucleus exercise program?
Easy, yeah. So basically, uh, imagine this is the cell, the very basic unit of life, and nucleus is within that. So nucleus is the main thing for the whole cell that is there. So that's very very important to understand. Okay, now we are then playing with words. Basically, if it's if this is nucleus, what you've done is nuke referring to nuclear energy, the nuclear power. So how powerful nuclear energy can be. So it's coming from there. You can be very very powerful even if you're seed. Lee is from a very simple one. All of us can actually relate to that. Is Bruce Lee. All right. So how powerful you can be if you're repeating the right way repeatedly, doing the same thing, but improving on the quality, on the form. So that's very very important. High repetitions are very important the right way. So Bruce Lee, comes from there really. And us, when we're doing things together, is when things will be far more solid and stronger. The problem is there's no unity, and here we're saying let's do it together. Parents doing it with kids, kids doing it with parents, with teachers, with principal, grandparents, and vice versa as well. So idea is so powerful, simple but yet so powerful if we get moving together. So that's the thing behind Nucleus.
Great. And what is the focus for the first week of exercises?
So let me just correct that a little. So effectively, yes, great. The first, the early movers, if I can call them that, for them it's week 1, but it's basically just as a foundation for the next level up. Okay, so its idea is people who are joining in early, spread the word out, tell other friends, family, friends, and foes as well that they should be moving more. Because this is really targeted to people who are slobs, who aren't moving enough. Even if they're not fit enough. So once they do it on a repetitive, like again and again over the year or so, one single movement, say 11,000 times or so, right? They will be getting a lot solid, stronger, stable. The posture will be improving, pains will be lesser. So the whole idea is making it a massive movement if you can. Okay. Yes, there's a lot of madness in it.
All right. Then let's go through those exercises one by one.
Yeah.
How to perform those.
Yeah.
And what are the things we should keep in mind while doing so?
Okay, so first the exercises. Okay. So first is skipping jack. Right. Now skipping jack is a very simple one where we were showing in the video we did shared yesterday. But the point is you'll have the link anyways. So skipping like a jack, you're just going up and down. Okay. Idea is to let go, because most of us are resisting too much. Okay, we are holding too tight. As soon as you're with the nature, you become the one. Okay, like Neo and Matrix types, you are the one. So idea is you're literally letting go, and because everyone's resisting. Okay, so please just ease up a little. Okay, so that's the idea. It's the very basic thing for any movement, any exercise. So that's skipping jack for us. Okay. Next one is Hobbit Toes.
How many repetitions?
Oh yeah. So all exercises we are basically saying 11 reps to be done and 3 sets. So overall what you're looking at is over the year we'll be doing 11,111. Okay, the repetitions of each exercise that you're doing. All right, you don't really need to keep count of all of them because it'll become tricky then, because that's all you'll be doing for this year. Then you'll be just counting 11,111. But the point is that's what we're targeting. All right, and in a day it'll be 11 reps of that exercise, and if you can, it'll be great if you can actually do it 3 times a day. All right. The beauty we are trying to do with these exercises, they can be done anywhere by anyone. All right. So that's what it is. Okay. Now coming to the next level up is the Hobbit Toes. Okay. Hobbit Toes. Okay. So there's a reason for it. Everyone knows hobbits. Toes, everyone's got them, or almost everyone does. So point really is we're using the foot, if it were, as one single unit. The point is our feet, if this is the feet, a quarter of your bones are in your feet alone. All right. And if you're not using them properly, it becomes like a one single unit because soon enough you're putting your feet in a shoe, all right, and it's becoming like one single unit. It's not being as smart as it was meant to be. So Hobbit Toes is basically shrinking almost your foot and off again. All right, so you're just curling those toes up and down again. So that's the simple Hobbit Toes that are on. Okay, so that's the Hobbit Toes. That's the second exercise for week 1. And again, with these exercises, we'll be upgrading. We'll be kind of graded manner, doing more and more, but very simply. Week 1 is different, week 2 is different, so that kind of thing. So this is the base that we're doing right now. Okay, then comes Elven Raises. Now, people who watched which movie? A quiz for you. Where's Hobbit and elves from? Okay, so quiz for everyone. You need to all tell me. So Hobbits and elves, where do you know them from? Okay, so we have Elven rather than elves raises, so they're taller. Hobbits shorter. Okay, here you're trying to grow tall as you're standing tall, and you're trying to grow even taller with that. Okay, you're getting off your heels, so you're basically standing on your toes and you're getting off your heels. So that's Elven raises. All right. Then is Puncheons. Now, Puncheon. See, the thing is, for the longest time, people have been talking about core forever, but the point is, almost no one knows what core is all about. So it's like, yeah, it's a little tricky question to answer. But the point is, it's very easy at the same time. So effectively anticipate that punch as if someone's going to punch you in your tummy. What do? What's your reaction to any? For all of you, you tighten your tummy. You don't kind of take it in or out. You just make it tighter. Now that's what, when you do that, now you've activated your core when you do that. All right, and the whole idea is that area there is connecting your upper body to your lower body. So that's a very good one. You soon enough are getting used to the idea of how to activate the upper and lower body. Okay, my pens are really not working anymore, but let's see. Anne's alphabets. Now Anne's played a major role. She is my mentor. She's taught me how powerful touch is, how important it is to actually listen to the patient or the client, and then touch being very powerful. Amazingly beautiful lady, teacher for me, and she taught me a very simple exercise, this alphabets. Okay, as much as we learned alphabets in school, we have forgotten how to use them after that. So we're writing all the time, but so here using the body, and this is very useful. In the exercise you'll see how it's done exactly, but it's using the upper back a lot more, because upper back is very difficult to mobilize. So Anne's alphabets do that actually. So it's in memory of Anne. So how to be doing it properly, because this has been very powerful exercise for me. I almost recommend it to almost all my patients.
Doc, how many letters to write?
Oh yes. So basically, if you're working with, again, 11 letters, okay, so it could be your name, it could be your father's name, mother's name, girlfriend's name, boyfriend's name, school's name, whatever, okay, whichever party's, I don't know, whatever. 11 alphabets is what we're looking at, 11 letters, all right, that you're doing with that big lowercase fonts you're working with, all right. It is slow movement that you're doing, preferably sitting. If it's done standing, it's okay, but advantage with sitting is you work on your upper back a little bit better. I mean, that's the thing. Okay, so then is Seesaw. Seesaw is side bending. Effectively, you're standing tall. You're side bending to one side. Hold it for a second or two, and then go to the other side. Yeah. Right?
Doc, can you also write it down?
Yes, sir. Seesaw. Okay, so that's not working. So Seesaw. You're going like a seesaw. So you're going to the side and the side again. All right? Now, to trick with any of these exercises, go slow, don't rush. All right, very important. So you go to one side, you hold it for a second or two, go to the other side slowly, and hold it for a second or two, and repeat 11 times both sides. All right, and do it again if you can 3 times a day. Coming to breathe in. Now, breathe in. Now, the thing is, from the moment you're born, as I said in one of the videos earlier, your first breath is your first strength training that you've actually done. All right. Now, most people ignore it. They don't appreciate breathing enough. The point is, everyone says, "Oh, he's not breathing anymore," and they're suspecting someone's dead or whatever, right? So they're connecting it to breathing. So they don't understand how powerful breathing is. So let's not take it for granted, because everyone's taking it for granted. Just that conscious breathing that you're doing. Okay, so mindful breathing, long breath in, hold it for a second or two, and breathe out again. So you could be doing it literally when you're in traffic. You could be doing it when your boss is yelling at you, your teacher is yelling at you. You focus on your breathing. Or if you are the boss or the teacher, you focus on your breathing again. It'll reduce your tension a little bit. You'll probably be less angrier with them. Okay? In bigger scheme of things, nothing will matter anyway. So why are you angry? Don't be angry. Then is orange squeeze.
This is your favorite, right?
This is my favorite by far. All right, even though I can't fit it in, but it's okay. All right, so orange squeeze is, imagine there's an orange between your shoulder blades. So at the back, imagine there's an orange, and with the shoulder blades, you're squeezing that orange, and you're trying to take the juice out. And as some friends have actually suggested earlier, their t-shirts get wet when they're doing this one because they're taking all of the juice out. Okay, so effectively, you just focus on the orange, and you're squeezing each time in and out again. So you're doing 11 reps of this 3 times a day again. Super simple exercise, can be done anywhere actually. Okay, while driving, while writing an exam actually, whatever. Then, as far as strength goes, what I really love is this guy, is Captain Squat. Okay, so we can, whatever, so squats or not, it's the similar. So point really is, these are primarily for quads, are very useful actually for your hamstrings, your glutes, your calves, your lower back as well if done the proper way. So very, very powerful, very important exercise to be done. The problem with this one is if you have knee pains, shin pains, back pain, you need to be careful. Don't go all the way down. Maybe don't do it yet. There could be some basic exercises you need to be doing, probably be doing. We'll get to them. In a couple of weeks or so, we'll be coming to those basic exercises. Okay. But again, Captain Squats is really the captain of the whole set of, the exercise that we have. And as if you've seen Titanic, who's the last person to leave the ship? Is the captain. All right. So captain is supposed to be that. He's supposed to be not so much leading from the front, but actually making sure that all is, the whole flock has actually moved on, and then he says, okay, now time to move. All right. So that's a good captain to me. All right. So these are the 9 exercises that we have. They will, as we progress in a couple of weeks or so, we'll actually not have 9. Okay, we'll reduce the number. This is to create a good foundation for you. So we'll have a warm up and exercise and all that. But idea is to get you moving, and can be done by anyone. I re-emphasize on that because age is not a criteria here. It's for everyone, anyone. I mean, get your 9-month kid moving, maybe, I don't know. The point is, will they do it or not is an issue. Elderly people, please get on with it. The bigger point is, or if you have any illness or sickness, chronic disease or something, you actually have to do it. Okay, it's more of a reason to do it, but you need to figure out if it is painful, will it make it worse? Ask people around, ask doctors around if you are actually consulting someone, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to reach out to majority, the whole population of planet Earth types. Okay, so, but you need to figure out if it's right or not for you. That's a very important disclaimer right there. Okay.